Imagine being at the top of your game. You've conquered the world of esports, won multiple MVP titles, and become a household name in gaming. That was Sinatraa, the player who didn't just play Overwatch and Valorant, he dominated them. He was the face of a new era in competitive gaming. Some fans idolized him, whilst opponents feared him. But what happens when the spotlight shifts? Not for your triumphs, but for the claims that threaten to erase everything you've built. From groundbreaking victories to a career-ending controversy, Sinatra's story isn't just about a player. It's about the rise and fall and rise again of a legend in the fast-paced, unforgiving world of esports. J1 was born on March 18, 2000 in Shoreline, Washington. Like many future esports stars, gaming wasn't just a hobby, it was a passion. Starting with Call of Duty and Counter-Strike, Sinatraa honed his reflexes and competitive mindset early on. In 2014, he won his first Counter-Strike tournament at just 14 years old, but his big break came in 2016. When Blizzard Entertainment launched Overwatch. Sinatraa joined Selfless Gaming, where his hyper-aggressive style made him a rising star in the competitive scene. To fully commit to his dream, Sinatraa made a bold decision. He dropped out of high school at 16 to pursue esports full-time. A risky move, but one that paid off. In 2017, Sinatraa was signed by the San Francisco Shock for an insane $150,000 a year. At just 17, he was already one of the most talked about players in Overwatch. Sinatraa led the Shock to the Overwatch League Grand Finals 2 years later, and with his standout performances helping them secure the championship, this earned him the League MVP award. That same year, he represented Team USA in the Overwatch World Cup. Not only did they win, but Sinatraa was also crowned MVP of the tournament again. His aggressive, dynamic playstyle redefined how people approached Overwatch. Beyond the game, Sinatraa became a media star. His achievements even landed him on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. 2019 wasn't just a peak year for Sinatraa, it was a defining moment for Overwatch esports. What's your take? Was this the golden age of Overwatch? Comment below. In 2020, as Overwatch began to decline, Riot Games launched Valorant, a tactical FPS blending the strategy of CSGO with the hero-based gameplay of Overwatch. It was the perfect fit for Sinatraa. And in April 2020, he retired from Overwatch and joined Sentinels, one of the first big teams in Valorant. Fans were skeptical at first. Could he adapt to a completely new game? Sinatraa quickly silenced the doubters, playing agents like Sova and Raze. He showed incredible adaptability. His mix of sharp aim and utility use made him a key part of the Sentinels' success. The team dominated early tournaments, solidifying their place as North America's top squad. In March 2021, Sinatra's career faced a defining moment. His ex-girlfriend accused him of SA and emotional abuse during their relationship. These claims immediately captured the attention of both fans and media. Riot Games, the publisher of Valorant, launched an investigation. They didn't conclude whether the allegations were true, but they suspended Sinatraa for 6 months. The fallout was swift. Sinatraa was dropped by Sentinels and became a free agent. The esports community was deeply divided. Some argued that without a clear ruling on the allegations, Sinatraa shouldn't be penalized beyond the suspension. Others believed that the allegations alone were serious enough to justify his exclusion from professional play. This situation highlighted a broader issue in esports. How should organizations handle allegations of misconduct when investigations don't lead to a definitive conclusion? This wasn't just about Sinatraa. It raised questions about the responsibility of esports teams, publishers, and even fans in creating a safer, more accountable community. When the doors to professional play closed, Sinatraa didn't disappear. Instead, he pivoted to streaming, a path many esport pros take when they're no longer competing. But unlike some, Sinatraa brought his unique flair, skill, and energy to the streaming world, quickly turning it into a new battleground for success. He started by focusing on Valorant, streaming his gameplay on Twitch. Fans were still eager to watch him play, despite all the controversy surrounding his name. But now, without the constraints of a professional team, Sinatraa had the freedom to experiment with different agents, playstyles, and even game modes, giving his viewers a fresh perspective on the game. Streaming wasn't just about gameplay. Sinatraa made an effort to engage directly with his audience.
You fell off? I could literally buy your family. I fell off.
This transparency helped him retain a loyal fan base, with viewers turning in just not for his skills but for the personality behind the keyboard. One thing that stood out was how Sinatraa didn't shy away from the controversy entirely. While he didn't address the allegations in detail, he used his streams to show more of a human side, whether that was joking with his viewers, sharing his workout routines, or even discussing his love for gaming. For many, it was a reminder of the player they admired before the fallout. But streaming isn't without its challenges. The gaming world moves fast, and staying relevant requires constant content, innovation, and engagement. Sinatraa managed to just do that, mixing serious gameplay with lighthearted content like reaction videos, workout vlogs, and even collaborations with other streamers.
Wait, Sen sucks.
Streaming also offered Sinatraa something he couldn't always get from the pro scene: freedom. He no longer had to adhere to strict schedules, team dynamics, or tournament pressures. Instead, he could focus on connecting with his audience and rebuilding his image on his own terms. But the question remains, is streaming enough for someone who once sat at the pinnacle of esports? Does this new chapter allow him to reclaim his legacy? Or is it just a way to stay in the public eye? Sinatra's legacy is one of duality, undeniable brilliance in esports, married by deeply polarizing controversy. On the other hand, his achievements in Overwatch and Valorant remain milestones in esports history. As a two-time MVP, he set standards for gameplay that inspired a generation of players. His early dominance in Valorant established the Sentinels as North America's top team and helped them shape the game's competitive meta. But his career also serves as a cautionary tale. The allegations against him and his handling of them raise questions about accountability in esports. Can an organization prioritize talent over the potential harm a player might bring to the community? Beyond the controversy, Sinatra's story also speaks to the immense pressures of being in the esports spotlight, dropping out of high school, becoming a star at a young age, and juggling fame with personal struggles. It's a recipe for both incredible success and significant missteps. As we look back on his career, one question lingers: can Sinatraa truly rebuild his legacy, or is he past too significant to overcome? Will he be remembered as a hero who changed the game, or as a cautionary tale about the pitfalls of fame and accountability?